Hi people, it's Annelia, or you can call me Island Curl, and today I will be two-strand twisting my boyfriend's hair. Now, this isn't my first time twisting it. I've done it many times. Sometimes I like how it comes out, sometimes I don't. I think I prefer the twist when they're smaller, but in this video I did do them kind of bigger, and I do want some tips, to learn how to improve and perfect this style on his hair. Jumping right into it, I do want to say that the most difficult part for me is getting the part straight. I don't know what it is, but it'll look straight at one angle and then the other angle it doesn't look straight. So like I spend the most time parting. Now, this is by no means a tutorial because, like I said, sometimes I like how it comes out, sometimes I don't. But for those who have absolutely no clue how to do this, I will explain how I do my twist, or how I do the twist on my boyfriend's hair. And I mean, you get to pick out which parts you think you would want to try out for yourself. That said, I always start out by parting straight down the middle of his hair. For whatever reason, putting his hair in like two puffs, it helps me to really see the part that goes down the middle of his hair, and it helps you to make sure that it's actually straight. And so like after I put his hair in these two puffs, I like look at it at all angles, the front, the left, the right, the back. I look at it at all angles just to make sure that it's straight, because I cannot stand when I do this hairstyle and then I realize that the parts aren't straight. Like, it makes me angry, so angry. So like I said, that's why the parting part of this whole thing takes me so long. So I'm never ever actually really satisfied with how the parts come out, but once I feel like it's straight enough, then I move on to the second step, which is taking down one of the puffs and further parting that puff into three more sections. And I guarantee you it takes me at least 3 more hours, an hour for each section. Now, I like to use two products when doing his hair. The first is the African Pride Moisture Miracle Coconut Oil and Baobab Oil Hydrate and Strengthen Leave-In Cream. And then I also like to use this Cream of Nature Pure Honey Moisture Whip Twisting Cream. I used to like to use gel, but he doesn't like gel on his hair, so I usually do this style with no gel. I think gel gives it a sleeker look, but I gotta do what he likes. So when it comes to doing the actual twist, I still like to part the hair to make it a little straight, but I'm not as focused on how straight those parts are. So long as the ones that are going down vertically are straight, then I'm good. So I already did one. I like to put elastic bands at the root, add the leave-in cream and the twisting butter, and then I like to add another elastic band at the end. With my hair, I usually don't have to use elastic bands at the end when I'm twisting my hair, but for his hair it loosens out so easily. I don't know if it's because he has a looser texture, I have no clue, but it needs the elastic band, otherwise the twist will not stay. And something that I did but forgot to mention was I love to clear out his hair. I love to detangle his hair before I start twisting. I mean, he took his pick and he detangled his entire head before I actually started this process. But when I'm actually about to twist the hair, after I add on the rubber band, or even sometimes before I add on the rubber band at the root, I just like to comb through that section of hair before I actually work with it. It just makes it more manageable, and it gets out any tangles that may have been left behind that he may have not have gotten when he detangled his entire hair at the beginning. So guys, I think this turned out pretty decent. Like I said, I prefer it when the twister's smaller, but this is what we got. This is what we're working with. Thank you for watching. If you have any tips, you can leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye y'all.